Now catching up with Aylesbury FC manager Paul Bonham after today's 2-0 defeat at Aylesbury United. Paul, you've lost the derby, you must be disappointed tonight.
Yeah, very. One, disappointing to lose, obviously, a derby. Two, we need points. We're in sort of the situation where we need to get points on the board. But what's disappointed me most is the second half performance.
At half-time 0-0, neither keeper really tested. I know Nick's tips one over, but there were very few chances in the first half. You were then done by 2 quick goals at the start of the second half. Was there any? Did you see any way back for you?
That we did, yeah, we did. And I think even when they scored their second goal, we still had 3-4 very good chances in that second half. If we nick Ryan's one-on-one with the keeper, he scores that, he goes into 2-1. It's a completely different game for us. So very disappointing, obviously, a second half performance. But again, if we are critical, we need to be putting away chances as well. Do
you think United deserved the win?
Overall, yes. Yeah, I don't want to be too harsh on United in the situation, obviously being a derby, but yes, they fully deserve their points. The second half performance they put on, they raised the tempo, put us under more pressure. Obviously, then they sort of gone a bit more direct, and they've obviously got 2 very quick lads up front who cause us problems. You
mentioned the 8-point gap now between you and Aylesbury United.
Yeah.
Can you claw that back?
Yeah, 100%.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. Now we've got we're getting to the point now where the squad is getting settled. Obviously, we've got the 3 or 4 lads who have come in. They've had 2 games. Dan Carr, obviously Harry Scott. This second, obviously Brian Hall's come back in. We've got Davis coming back from suspension in the next couple of weeks. So that squad is strong enough to climb up this table.
And relegation places still looming large. Are you still confident you can get away from that?
Yeah, 100%. Yep, yeah. I have belief in that squad. Today's going to hurt. The boys are bitterly disappointed because I think more so they didn't do themselves justice in that second half. We've gone in 0-0, feeling very positive, had a very positive half-time talk with the lads, and we were confident we were going to get something out of the game. And then to come out and not perform, the boys haven't done themselves justice. So.
What have you said to them after?
It's character. It's all about character now. It's about now getting over and done, because what's done is done. Now they've got to show us what they're made of, and Dave, as well as myself and the management team, have got to pull us out of this mess.
No fresh injury worries today?
No injury calls. I think it was a couple of knocks. I think Harry Scott had cramps, so nothing on injuries. So injury front and suspension front, it was all coming to head. So.
And your schedule for the rest of this week? Will you be back in for training?
Yeah, I hope so. They'll be training on Thursday. Again, it's about keeping the group together, moving forward, being positive, because things have been very positive. We had a really good performance against Coles Hill, and even the week before that against North League, we looked good. So I'm very confident that the squad of players in there will pull us out of this.
Do you think it's going to be a case of, for the rest of the season, you're going to win 1, lose 1?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. But that's not just us, and that's why also, again, I think it's going to be confident we can move up places because everyone's beating everyone. Kidlington, obviously, since the change management, they're a completely different outfit, very tough. Northley, obviously, picking points up as well. But again, teams above us all dropping points to, even the top teams are all dropping points. So it's a very tough league, and that's why we're confident we'll be able to pick up points.
It must give you hope watching Kempston 10-14 days ago. They drop into the bottom 2, yep. And then they've had a very good Christmas and they've propelled themselves back up the table. Can you do the same?
Yeah, 100%. Kempston are a very good team. I know Tony's lost 3 or 4 players, but the players he's kept in and around that team are a very good side. So I would expect them to be at least mid-table. And again, yeah, it gives us hope because we're not far off it. We're not far off from where we need to be. And seeing once the team settles, we start getting obviously used to each other. I mean, sort of like really impressed with young Dan Carr, Harry Scott as well. Both sort of 18, 19-year-olds sort of step up to this level. They're going to be a threat. They're going to cause people all sorts of problems.
And just finally, the reverse fixture for this is Easter Monday. Yep. You want to be well clear of that relegation zone later before that game?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, ideally 4 or 5 weeks we want to be out of it. But no, I look forward to it. I look forward to these types of games. This is the reason why and this is what I want to be doing. This the pressure, playing against teams like Aylesbury United, and obviously challenging myself against top guys like Ben. This is where I want to be. So.
Well, commiserations on today, and thank you very much for your time.
All right, cheers.